Hello and welcome to Hayridge Model Rail. I'm Alan, and in this video I'm working on the replacement tunnel portal and testing out some track weathering. I've been working on the new tunnel covering. I've been to B&Q, my local DIY shop, and had some 6mm MDF cut so that I've got the correct sizes, and now I am gluing the top face and edge together, and then I will make some noggins, probably 3, that will sit on the other face just to support it, which will leave the section open so that I can see into the tunnel mouth stroke fiddle yard for when I need to address any derailments or issues that I might have. I'm also going to make it removable, so I'm probably going to put it on magnets to help locate it, but we'll see once everything's dried and done how it's looking. I have now got the new base layer for the tunnel mouth glued. Just needs the supporting legs placed on this side, and it's just some 6mm MDF all glued up, and then that will drop into place. And as you can see, there is a little gap. There's a little gap there, but that will be covered up once the polystyrene top is in place. So I'm hoping now that I can reuse the original one and just cut out the top so that I can slot it in over the MDF base layer and create the new hillside, which will cover the fiddle yard. So I have managed to cut away the section of polystyrene. It's a little bit rough underneath now, but what I've done does create the space for me to attach this now to my newly formed base layer. I can offer it up, there we go. So that now sits inside. I'm going to get that glued, and then once it's dried I will run a hot wire cutter along the wooden edge just to get the depths correct all the way down, and then correct any gaps that there may be. So I'm going to get that glued. Looks like plenty of PVA glue is going to be required, and that'll be another job ticked off the list, and obviously tidying up the floor. Right, so I've applied some PVA glue to the top, and I've put some PVA glue, which you can just about see, onto the side of the polystyrene, and hopefully I can now put the two together and wait for it to dry. As a small side project, I've been working on some track weathering. I've got some AK interactive real colour markers, and I've been trying them out on the edges of the rails to see if there's anything that's suitable. So we've got two red browns. One's a more of an oxide red colour, and then the other one's a slightly darker, more brown colour, which I think both work to some extent. Maybe the browner one would be more suitable, so I think that's probably what I'm going to go for. But that'll tone down the sides of the rails and give it a more authentic look. So I'm looking forward to getting started on that at some point, although even with a relatively small layout, there is still a lot of track that will need doing. So I've now allowed the glue to dry on the new base layer for the tunnel, and it's come out quite nice. Obviously, where I've had to cut the polystyrene, it's in places a little bit jagged, but what I think I'm going to do is create a detachable retaining wall that will fix against here just to smarten everything up. So that will probably be my next project, and I've got a few little details to fill in. I've already inserted a new section of polystyrene at the front to cover the small gap that I'd got. So once that's dried and gone off, that'll be filled and layered and greenery attached to it. And then I will have to do the same at the far end, because I've got a little gap there as well. So just where it didn't quite line up when I glued it, but that's not a problem, that can be addressed. I have checked to make sure I have clearance for this central pillar, and that seems to be fine. So yep, happy with the way things are going. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.